Hello and welcome to this 22nd Sunday of Ordinary Time. Jesus, in grief, confronts life's pain and life's suffering. In today's Gospel, Jesus was telling his disciples about the passion and death he was about to undergo, in fulfillment of the Heavenly Father's plan for the salvation of mankind. But Peter vehemently objected and said, "God forbid, Lord, no such thing shall ever happen to you." He was only expressing his sincere love and commitment to protect the Lord. However, he did not realize that he was being used by the devil. The devil was trying to tempt Jesus into taking the easy way out, similar to the threefold temptation in the desert. Jesus had to rebuke Peter. "Get behind me, Satan," he said. "You are an obstacle to me. You are thinking not as God thinks, but as human beings do." Jesus rebukes Peter for opposing his path of suffering. This theme underscores the contrast between human desires and God's divine plan. Many Christians are afraid to go against the culture of this world that is increasingly foreign and even averse to the teachings of Christ. Most of us prefer to conform to the standards of this world, simply floating with the tide and current of the day like useless pieces of driftwood. Behind this passive and timid attitude of many Christians is the unwillingness to take up the cross. We cannot stand up for the truth and for what is right because we do not want to be condemned by modern society as insensitive, intolerant, and politically incorrect. We do not want to be persecuted or ostracized. We are careful not to talk about the intrinsic evil of abortion, contraception, divorce, and same-sex marriage for fear of offending other people. It seems that many would prefer to offend God rather than people. The easy way is not always the safe way. Avoiding the cross and taking the shortcut to success and prosperity usually ends in misery and total failure. The road to salvation is difficult and narrow. It is the way of the cross, and only a few take this road. Jesus talks about taking up his cross and following him. This theme stresses the need for self-denial and a willingness to embrace difficulties for the sake of Christ. The choice is ours. Finally, Jesus invites us to think about this question: what profit would there be for one to gain the whole world and to forfeit his life? If we would be his disciples, Jesus demands our exclusive commitment to him. His teaching about losing and finding life challenges us to make a choice between living life exclusively for oneself, for one's own gains and pleasures, and renouncing one's own security and comfort for the good of others. We need to pray always that we may become Jesus' faithful disciples by embracing our daily crosses. Have courage and determination to say no to ourselves and say yes to our path of suffering and sacrifice, and follow Jesus every day by denying ourselves and walking in his footsteps along the way of the cross. God bless you.